Okay, greetings everybody. It is the world's first and only dark skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. And really quick here, I'm going to go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. I recommend that you go and do your research about the dark skin activists. In 1998, I started this thing called dark skin activism. No one cared about it. No one cared to talk about dark skin. I'm the first to do it. I put it on the map. I brought it to the internet masses uh, from 98 all the way up until 2009. I continued developing this thing called dark skin activism because I had a burning desire to understand why was I, should I say, first of all, as a dark skinned person being treated differently. And from 98 all the way up until now, I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world and created the first platform to address darkism and colorism. Brought it to the internet masses in 2009. It started to get popping in 2014. And then I began to come under attack. Everybody said, what the hell is a dark skinned activist? 2015, it took off with a post that went viral to millions about a beef that I had with Kendrick Lamar because he decided not to marry a dark skinned woman. And everybody on the black YouTube, black social media, they said, what the hell is this woman talking about? Dark skinned activist, the Breakfast Club even made me donkey of the day. Then the funny thing started to happen after that. People mocked me, then they copied me. They mocked me, then they copied me. They said, what the hell is a dark skinned activist? That's what they said. And then people started flocking to my channel, studying my work, and then plagiarizing me by creating content based on my work on their channels that they'd already built up with or already had followings. They then took my content to their channels and passed it off as if it was something that they created. But I'm here to let everybody know you're not the dark skinned activist. There's only one dark skinned activist, and that person is Rashida Strober. I am responsible for bringing the entire colorism conversation to the internet masses and even to television. No Rashida, no colorism on social media. Let's be real clear about that. You're not the dark skinned activist. And I'm going to say it to the day I die because I'm only here to do what? I'm only here to tell the truth. Now, with that out of the way, have to get that introduction in here. I have to talk about this senseless murder, and it's very senseless. It's extremely senseless. This senseless murder over chicken. Now, those of you that really follow the dark skin activists, everybody try to copy me. They want to be me, but you're not the dark skin activist. You're not the dark skin activist, because to really be the dark skin activist, you're going to have to do what the dark skin activist does. I wrote a book called How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, and people stole from that. I used to have it on my website right here, give it away for free, but they started stealing and plagiarizing. But the bottom line is in the book, I talk about veganism, my vegan regimen, okay? I've been a vegan for a long time now, okay? It's almost been about 10 years since I've been a staunch vegan, meaning I do not consume meat or dairy products. That a vegan does not, and I've gone through all the stages, people. I've grown up, I used to be a regular meat eating standard American diet person. Okay. I used to be on the meat. My mom, we grew up in poverty. We grew up getting food stamps. I know what it was like to stay home from school. You know what I'm saying? And stand in the food stamp line. At this time, they was giving out the actual stamps. And I got 5 brothers, and we used to kind of like take turns standing in line when the food stamp day came around, for my mama, while she stood there and talked to her little friends and whatnot. This was back in the 80s. I remember it like it was yesterday. And we used to go grocery shopping, get all this bad food, steak, pork chops, hamburgers. I grew up on this crap. Go to the hood corner store. The hood corner store. Let's see if we can Google Let's see if we could Google the hood corner store and see what that looked like. You know, I used to go to the hood corner store and get stuff like hog head cheese, all that kind of foolishness. This is like New York. This ain't really what they look like down here in Florida where I'm at. But y'all get the point. Used to go to these little stores selling all that little nasty little meat and whatnot, and you know, all that foolishness. And that's how I grew up. But as I got older and began to get conscious, I want to say shout out to the Uhuru movement. That was a part of my consciousness. Shout out to Chairman Omali Ashitella. He was one of the people that sort of introduced me to the veganism diet, or vegetarian diet, should I say, because I went from being standard American diet to a vegetarian diet to a vegan diet. So it did not happen overnight. I just want people to understand it didn't happen overnight, you know. But as I began to grow conscious, and I'm an avid runner. I've been running my entire life. Okay, I love to run. Those of you that really follow me, you know, I did the Atlanta Peachtree Road Race, right? So I began to study, and I dated a couple of guys from the Caribbean that were staunch vegans. In fact, my ex, he's a vegetarian himself and a runner as well. So I just continued to study and learn about this from really starting, I would say, around 98. I transitioned to vegetarianism and then stepped it up to veganism. And I'm so thankful that I got on this vegan. This was before the stuff came online, y'all. I'm not a trend jumper. We got all these people running around here online, talk about they vegetarians and vegan. Okay, that's great. But to be honest with you, before this stuff became trendy and whatnot, I was quietly doing my vegetarian and vegan thing. In fact, I used to date a guy from the Caribbean, Iron Man. Shout out to him. He used to grow this garden. To this day, he still grows the garden. Fresh fruits and vegetables. I learned a lot from him. In fact, I learned a lot from the black men from the Caribbean about being a vegan and a vegetarian. I have to say shout out to them, because that was really where the root was. And this was before social media and all that. And, you know, so I'm not sitting up here saying to y'all, trying to act like I'm all perfect. I'm just sitting up here saying that I grew up on the standard American diet, grew up on the church's chicken. You know what I'm saying? Grew up on what the Popeyes, grew up on the soul food, all that. But it's honestly, let me just keep this 100. This food is not good for you. I don't care what anybody says, it's not good for you. And I think that it makes people, there is something about it, and I don't know what it is. I'm not no scientist. All I do is I go off of how I feel. One thing about the vegetarian diet, one thing about the vegan diet or the vegetarian diet, and I would even say the vegan diet is superior to the vegetarian diet, right? Because the vegan diet consists of no dairy and no meat, whereas with the vegetarian diet, the dairy is still in the picture. Okay, I know I had pulled up. There we go. What I learned about the vegan and vegetarian diet is it makes you into a more calmer, balanced person. And I am naturally not as calm and balanced as I want to be. I don't want to say necessarily naturally, because it's a result of my environment, how I grew up in poverty, and that can stress you out. I would say I'm a naturally introverted person, but the pressures of society can stress you out. And so what you try to do is you try to find something to calm you and to balance you, you know. So for some people, they use the drugs and the alcohol. Never that with me. Never that. I'm too dark skinned and superior for drugs and alcohol. No thanks. So what I've used in my life to calm me, I've used the vegan diet. I've used diet and exercise. Those are my main things. And also fasting. I noticed, I used to live in California, and there's this wonderful Black-owned vegetarian / vegan restaurant. I believe it was on La Cienega. Every time I used to go in that restaurant, excellent customer service. It was a calm atmosphere. You see all these natural haired black people, black women running around with their natural, beautiful hair. It's a difference than when I was going into, for example, Popeyes and Church's Chicken. The people were not calm. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all could be upset. Y'all could be mad. I'm not gonna sit here and worry about it. I'm not gonna sit here and worry about it. If you're mad about what I'm saying, I don't know what to tell you. All I'm here to do is to tell the truth. That's what I've been telling the truth for years. A Caribbean Fire said, I bet you ate ITAL since you've been with a Caribbean guy. Yeah, I have. His name was Iron Man. And he taught me a hell of a whole lot about the vegan / very, I mean, he was the real deal. The real deal. Okay. I learned so much. Okay. Even my dark skinned ex-husband, same thing. Vegetarian runner. We used to run together. Very fit, very in shape. He was from Jamaica. Okay. But I'm finna tell y'all like this. I've been stopped going to places like Church's Chicken, obviously, as a vegan, as a vegetarian. What the hell would I be doing up in Church's Chicken or up in Popeyes? I've been stopped going to the places. But I have family members that would ask me, family members that could not get around, that would ask me, they would be like, Rashida, can you go? Y'all know how this go. You got a family member that maybe they can't get to a store or whatever. They'll be like, can you go get me something to eat? Can you go get me some chicken? Or can you go, and I'm dropping my GoFundMe information in there, make a donation to my End Darkism campaign. So I have family members that would ask me to go to these places, right? And I didn't really want to go because I'm going to tell you like this. I used to try my best to deter this one particular family member. I'd be like trying to get them to not have me go there. Well, won't you let me go to the Jamaican restaurant and get you some rice and steamed vegetables? I'd be trying to do everything I could to deter this person, but they weren't trying to hear it. They wanted to have a chicken. And so sometimes reluctantly, I would go to Church's or I would go to Popeyes Chicken. And I already knew what the deal was because coming up, my mama used to go there. We used to go to Church Chicken after church on Sundays, and people would always be mad and angry, seemingly. They would always be in a rush, and the cashiers would always have attitudes. And I didn't want to go, not just because I wasn't a meat eater anymore. I'm a vegan. That wasn't really it. Even though I didn't want to be seen in those places because of the fact I just don't want to be seen around no chicken, around no meat. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to be in that area. And eventually I stopped dealing with this one particular person. And one of the reasons is you're not going to keep sending me to Church's Chicken and Popeyes for you. I'm not going to keep going to these places because that's not the places that I frequent. But another reason why is because it's a lot of conflict that goes on between our people in these places. They're not nice. You don't get good customer service. People are mean. Like I said, when I lived in Los Angeles, I used to go to the black vegan, a wonderful black vegan. In fact, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I have never went to a black vegan restaurant where there was bad customer service. And I've been to a lot of them. Now, a lot of y'all know that I got the Dark Skin Activist Tour that features my one woman play, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. And that's why I'm raising money, because I need to get to $1 million. That's my goal in order to be able to expand the Dark Skin Activist Tour. So make sure you go donate. Make sure you go donate. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is I tour with the show. And so when I'm on the road, sometimes I'll fast and sometimes I will go to a vegan restaurant. And I promise you, I have never had no bad experience or no bad customer service. And I go to the white ones as well. I'm going to Whole Foods, the Whole Foods. There's one in St. Petersburg on Central. No drama. No drama, never. And if it was, I say it was, because I'm an honest person. It's when you go into a vegan restaurant, okay, a vegan grocery store, the people in there usually 9 times out of 10, the energy and the vibe is different. It's positive. Okay. I ain't never seen nobody up in the vegan store or vegan restaurant lunch line fighting with each other and carrying on with each other about no vegan plates. You know, I've never seen that before. That is the honest truth. But when you go up in these so-called soul food restaurants, when you go up in, you know, these chicken joints, for some reason, these people be going crazy over that fattening, artery clogging, low down food. They literally lose their mind. Like I said, it's bad customer service. You get not everybody gives you bad customer service, but overall, you get bad customer service. You get it, you know, you're getting it from the people that work there, and then you got to deal with the customers. And the Popeyes down here in St. Petersburg, they closed this one down. It was by a bus stop. It was by a bus station, okay? And I'm telling you right now, them people was off the chain over there. They were completely off the chain. So I'm glad. I'm happy that I became a vegan because I no longer had to step up in those establishments. And the only time, like I said, I would have to step up in those establishments is when I had family members that would be asking me, "Oh, can you take me through the Church's Chicken drive-through, or oh, can you take me through the Popeyes drive-through?" Then you will see me going up in these establishments. But this is why I'm saying, you know, one of the things that we can do as dark-skinned people, because we face a lot of stereotypes. And when I saw the news story, the woman, she was trying her best to refrain from stating the race of the people that were involved in this incident. But more than likely, and I don't know, I don't have evidences, I'm just going to say to you, I've been to Prince George's County plenty of times in Maryland. That is damn near all black county. My educated guess is that the people involved were probably black. And it just saddens me because we have so many things that we have to contend with and I don't know if the people were dark-skinned people or not, but I'm just going to give you my spin on this. We have so many things to contend with as dark-skinned people that we don't need to add anything else to the pot. We don't need to, we need to try to find a way to make our lives peaceful. You understand? We need to try to find a way to make our lives more happier and productive. And I say to you that eating meat, eating processed foods exacerbates the problem. And I say to you that all dark-skinned people need to go vegan. Your life will change. You know, I already got enough problems in my life as a dark-skinned person. I have to deal with discrimination, darkism on a day-to-day basis. I have to get it from my own people. I get it from non-black people. I have to deal with so many different challenges. And the one thing I can tell you is when I'm facing a challenge that I feel that is a huge challenge, you know what I'll do? I'm going to show y'all what I'll do. This is very important. This is very important. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. I will go on a lovely juice fast. And the main type of juice that I will consume if I go on a juice fast when I'm having some type of issues is carrot juice, because carrot juice tends to have a lot of potassium in it and a lot of magnesium in it that helps to calm the brain, to bring it down. Whenever I need to, because I could be a naturally hyped up person. When affected by stimuli. Now, when I'm by myself, I'm all right. But you know, when you step out into the world and you're dealing with people and their drama and their racism and their darkism, you need to have some type of defense mechanism. And I say to you, it should not be drugs and alcohol. It should be veganism. Use it as one of your tools. I've been doing this for years. Like I said, you know, carrot juice is one of my go-tos when I juice. Carrot juice, and I also will do coconut milk. Coconut milk is one of my all-time favorites. I like to mix it up with the cacao powder, but it's the properties that's in coconut milk that makes you calm, that makes you feel balanced, that makes you feel even. You understand what I'm saying? So we as dark-skinned people, and all people for that matter, of course, I'm the dark-skinned activist. I'm here talking about dark-skinned people because if I had to guess, the people that were involved in this incident over this chicken sandwich were probably black. Now, I could be wrong, but again, I'm not stupid. I done been to Prince George's County in Maryland more times than I can count. My son's grandmother lived there. May she rest in peace. I love her so much, you know, and it's a beautiful place. I remember when I first went to Prince George's County, I was in awe being from Florida and not being exposed to all black, nice areas like that. I was in awe when I first went there and saw all these prosperous black people. And so when I see stories like this, where you have a situation where you got black people out here fighting over food that's going to do nothing but take you out. This food is not good for you. I don't care what y'all, because I know some of y'all gonna come up on here and say, well, something is going to take me out anyway. Well, you know what? While I'm living on this earth, I want to live the most happy, productive life that I can live. You know, I want to be full of vitality. I want to be in my right mind. And I'm telling you right now that these foods right here, they contribute to all types of diseases like high blood pressure. I know some of y'all don't like to hear it. Y'all want y'all chicken. Y'all taste the chicken. Y'all don't want to hear it. I don't care. I'm going to tell you anyway, because I'm here to tell you the truth. They contribute to high blood pressure, obesity, dementia. Yes. Neurological diseases like dementia, Alzheimer's diseases. You understand? They contribute to all of these different types of diseases. Hold on one second, y'all. I don't know what that is. But they contribute to all of these different types of diseases. Why would you want to be on all types of I know people right now that are on 20 and 30 different medications as they get older. Why would you want to live a life like that when all you got to do is switch up what types of food you eat? Look at this. How can you tell me that this type of living food is not superior to the trash? And if you can't cook it yourself, like I said, if you go to a black vegan restaurant, all the ones that I have went to, I have gotten excellent customer service. I remember when I was on the dark skin activist tour in New York, and we were coming through Baltimore, Maryland. We went to, me and my honey bun and I, hey baby, if you're listening, he is a vegan as well. Yes. I love vegan black men. Shout out to y'all. I do. I ain't gonna even tell no lie, y'all. I love me a vegan black man. I gotta be honest. I love all black men, but vegan black men are sexy as fuck to me. I mean, they just are, okay? They're calmer and nicer. They are, in my humble opinion. And this is the opinion of Rashida Strober, the world's first dark skin activist. We went to a wonderful vegan restaurant. Let me see if I can Google it. In Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to see if I can find it. I do remember, this might be it, the land of Kush. I do remember that Dr. Frances Cress Welsing had actually been to this particular restaurant, and I was just like so happy and so honored to be there because I'm a big fan of Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. But what stood out to me is their customer service, which was stellar. It was excellent. It was amazing. Um, yeah, I think this is the restaurant right here, the Land of Kush. Let's see. Let's take a look around their menu. So if you don't want to be getting into fights, and if you don't want to be eating terrible food that's going to make you sick eventually, check out some vegan restaurants. Okay. Also, yeah, this is it. This is the restaurant. Yep. All right. What I can say about this restaurant is, like I said, they had very good customer service. Very good. Nobody had an attitude. Okay. The customers were nice. People was in there talking to each other, having nice conversation. It was a really, really nice experience. And there was also another black vegan restaurant I went to as well. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm sure if I Google it, it will come up. I'm just simply saying that I've just had better experiences with the customer service and the overall aura of vegan restaurants with dealing with black people versus going to restaurants that were non-vegan. And I'm just saying to you, give it a try. Give it a try. Okay. Now, I just believe that black vegans, they look better. I'm the real ones, especially the raw vegans. Let's take a look at Annette Larkins. Annette Larkins is one of my heroes. She's so wonderful. And my ultimate goal, I've been a vegan for almost 10 years now, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, my ultimate goal is to be like Annette Larkins. I want to be like Annette Larkins when I grow up. This lady right here is a raw vegan, a raw vegan. There is a difference between a raw vegan and a vegan, okay? Raw vegans do not cook their food. And that's why you see this woman is about 80 years old looking like she's 40. Okay, I want to be like, and she's dark skinned, as we can see, and absolutely beautiful, absolutely glowing. She has a wonderful personality. And it is, nobody cannot convince me that it is not due to the fruits and vegetables. Uncooked, unprocessed. Okay. I'm also a fan of lighter skinned Karen Calabrese. I'm a huge fan of Karen Calabrese. She's been a long time raw vegan as well. She has a raw vegan restaurant. I'm trying to be like these beautiful women when I grow up. Okay? The aura is just different. Karen Calabrese does a lot of teaching about the raw food diet, about health and wellness. This woman has done so much to help human beings in general. Okay? And I just find vegans, especially, talk about my own people, to be nicer. They're more kinder. They're more gentler. And I don't believe that had this person, these people, had they decided to go to a black vegan restaurant, for example, instead of going to, and even a non-black vegan restaurant, because I've gone to the non-black ones too. And I'm telling you, the attitudes are far better. I promise you. I'm not making this up. Go do the experiment. Go do the experiment on yourself and you will see what I mean. I just believe that if these people decided, let me go eat at a vegan restaurant, this wouldn't have happened. I know some of y'all might say that's far-fetched. What you're saying doesn't make sense. It does make sense. It does make sense. I'm telling you, I have been to plenty of vegan restaurants in my life on my journey. Now, I'm one that likes to make my own food. I'm very simplistic with my veganism. I'm not the type of person, I know y'all see all these beautiful recipes right here. I am not the type of person that's into all the recipes. I'm not. I'm very simple. I make me up some steamed veggies, some rice, some the other day I just made some, I cut up some whole potatoes and fried them in some olive oil, put some sea salt on them and black pepper, and I was good. I'm not the type of vegan that does all the recipes. But when I travel, I'm doing the dark skin activist tour. I will go to a vegan restaurant. I'll find one, we'll look it up, and we'll find one and we'll go. Or sometimes I might go to Walmart and get me some mangoes. My favorite mono meal is mangoes. Mono means you have only one thing in the meal. I might go in Walmart and get me some mangoes and eat a whole bowl of mangoes. I do love to go get some, I love avocados and potatoes together. If I want to do the junk food thing, I like sun chips. It's so many ways to be a vegan to where you're getting in the plants. But if you want to start out on this vegan lifestyle and you're looking for taste, and I understand people are just transitioning and they're not going to just be on the fruits and vegetables like that. They want taste. Try a black vegan restaurant, or even if it ain't a black vegan restaurant in your town, you can't support it. A black owned vegan, go to any vegan restaurant. The point is to get off the processed foods. I do believe, and I don't got no facts or anything like that necessarily to back it up. I just go off my intuition on this one, that there is something in the meat and in the processed foods that makes people act a fool. Because this is completely insane. And this is not the first time I've heard about instances of violence going on up in these chicken restaurants. It ain't the first. I've seen it with my own eyes, because ain't nobody gonna tell me. I've seen it with my own eyes. Anyway, but I've heard about instances of violence going on when they run out of chicken. People get crazy. People go crazy. People lose their mind over chicken. What? Ugh. It's just ridiculous. It's sad and it's ridiculous to know that we got our own brothers and sisters out here willing to take the life of another brother and sister over something that's not even good or healthy for you. Later on down the line, you wind up with all these different diseases and ailments. Like I said, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart problems. Dark-skinned people, we got to do better. If Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, if I had my way, I'm going to tell you right now, all y'all would be vegan. All y'all would be vegan. And I read somebody's comment. Someone said that it's hard to be a raw vegan. Well, I understand what you're saying, but I would disagree. I think sometimes, in one instance, it's a beautiful thing that the vegan movement has picked up steam online. But I feel like a lot of these people are making veganism too complicated. I'm going to tell you what veganism really is. Veganism, especially raw veganism, is simply this. Okay? Raw veganism is simply fruits and vegetables. That's all. And yes, there is a segment of the vegan population that they call fruitarians, okay, that live off of only fruits. That's simple. There's people, that's why I said people need to stop trying to make this so complicated. I never saw veganism, vegetarianism as complicated really until social media. When people started making all these videos and not being honest. Let's tell the truth. Veganism is fruits and vegetables. Raw veganism is really fruits and vegetables because you're not going to cook it. That's all it is. That's all it is. You go in somebody say, well, how do you become a vegan? I wish that there was something sexy that I could tell you. I'm not going to do that. I'm not one of those vegans that's going to lie and try to make it seem complex and cute and sexy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you the truth. You walk into whatever store you decide to go into, and you go to the fruit and vegetable aisle and the nuts and seeds aisle, and that's what you get. That's it. That's folks. It's so simple. That's another thing that really attracted me to the vegan lifestyle. Is its simplicity. I don't need to soak my meat like I used to see my mama do for hours on end and season it for. I don't need to cut up, the hog or to prepare the chitlins. I don't need to do none of that. I just need to go inside the damn fruit and vegetable aisle, whether it be in Publix, Walmart, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Farmers Market, and grab me some bananas. Grab me some mangoes, which are my favorite. Grab me some cherries, and we are good to go. If we talk about being a fruitarian, I don't need to do all that other extra stuff. You don't have to go through all of that. Honestly, being a vegan is probably the most simplistic diet that you could ever be on in your life. It really is. And it's not expensive. It's no more expensive than those damn near $10 value meals that we're getting from the fast food restaurants. That's killing us. Literally, now we can see that meat and processed foods are literally doing what? Killing us. It's killing us, y'all. I submit to you that you at least try out the diet. Try it out. Try it out. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Tommy Sotomayor back in action. That's your name on here. Shout out to you. Well, I'm of the school of thought, and that's why I said, I'm tired of the people online in the vegan community making this thing complex when it's not. The truth of the matter is, I'd rather eat an organic fruit and vegetable than to go eat a chicken sandwich. Okay, a fruit and vegetable that's not organic, right? I'd rather go spend my money on that than to put my money up on a chicken sandwich. Okay, because I can go there's many ways you could deal with a fruit and vegetable that's not organic. You can buy the fruit and vegetable wash that they have in the store. You can use vinegar. I use apple cider vinegar and I use white vinegar. Okay, you can buy fruits that don't have like the covering, like an apple, where you're more prone to take in pesticides by eating the flesh. Go buy some bananas. Go buy avocado. That's an excuse. And you're going to pay for it in the long term. For those of you that are sitting up here saying you want to use the organic excuse instead of just going ahead and getting the fruits and vegetables and doing the best you can, going to the farmer's market. If you don't, let me tell you something. Just because the farmer's market does not have organic on the label, it's probably more healthier than the organic. There's so many things you could do. It's still better than 10, 15, 20 years down the line, ending up in the hospital as a result of diabetes complications or as a result of atherosclerosis. I know what I'm talking about. I've been in action on my veganism. I just did a marathon. I just ran a marathon in Atlanta, Georgia. All right. At the age of 41. That's me. This is me right here. Okay. I'm proud. And this ain't from no 10 years ago. This is me for real at the age of 40. Right there. On my vegan diet. Let me scroll on down. Me at the age of 40 on my vegan diet. Okay. Me at the age of 41 on my vegan diet. Okay. I just ran a marathon at the age of 41, a 10K on fruits and vegetables. On fruits and vegetables. Oh my God. And they were not all organic, folks. They were not all organic. They were not all. I told you, Janelle, I'm trying to be like my idol here. My raw beef. This lady is the GOAT. She's been doing this thing for like, I believe, over 30 years. I'm trying to tell you the power of veganism. Veganism had my ass running a marathon. These ain't no Photoshop pictures right here. This is how I for real really look at the age of 41 on a vegan diet. Okay? We're not supposed to be walking around here sick with big waistlines. And it's not just for vanity purposes. Do you know that all the important arteries and organs are around your waistline? And people that got big waistlines, you are helping, contributing to getting sick and messing up those vital organs because you got too much fat around your waistline. And you know where that comes from? Eating things like fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. But no, we can't. I'm not going to sit up here and attribute it to the dark. I hear what you're saying. Tell me so to my back. Actually, you said, but we dark skinned, we typically age well. Yeah, well, that's true. But I'm not giving it all credit to the dark skin, because I believe that if I was out here eating fried, processed, greasy chicken, there's no way in hell I would have been able to successfully run a 10K at the age of 41. And I just did, off of straight fruits and vegetables. No lie. That was my training regimen. Get up in the morning, eat my fruits, drink my juices, my whole fruit and vegetable juices. When I got I did my run. When I got hungry, ate my fruits and vegetables. I did that for like a whole 2 months and did my thing. Finished that thing. It's the power of the fruit and vegetables. It's the power of the vegan lifestyle. And I'm not telling y'all this to brag. I'm not. I'm just telling y'all this as evidence that the fruit and vegetable diet works. Okay, it works. And it works like a charm if you let it work. If you decide that you are going to take back your health, if you decide that you want to live a longer life, if you decide that you want to live a healthy life, you can do it. It's a choice. It's a choice that we have to make. We ain't got no business all up in Church's Chicken and Popeyes fighting and carrying on. We have no business doing that. It's such an embarrassment. When I heard about the story, of course I was sad, because we losing a life senselessly over chicken. Think about that. Over chicken? I mean, Lord have mercy. When you think about the enormity of that, it's like, it's so sad. It's so messed up. You know, and it can all be prevented. And all I'm saying to you is, all I'm simply saying is to at least give the vegan lifestyle a try. It's not going to hurt you one bit to give the vegan lifestyle a try. You will not starve. You will not have a lack of tasty, delicious food to eat. It's not going to be the case. That's not going to be the case, folks. You will have healthy, nutritious food, a variety of food that you can eat. And your taste buds will come back to what is natural. That is another problem. Our taste buds has gotten off the natural track into all this artificial food, like the fried chicken, the processed foods. Our taste buds, we don't even know what real food tastes like no more. That's one of the reasons why I believe we have so many problems getting off the processed foods. We have all these problems because we have become so accustomed. We have become so accustomed to the flavors of the artificial foods, that's the fake food, that when somebody starts talking about the real food, people are like, what? They don't understand. Or they're like, this tastes nasty. I don't like this. That's because you're not accustomed to eating real food no more. You're not accustomed to it. That's the problem. And it's real sad that the fact that so many of us like bad food to the point where they get us to killing each other, y'all, that is insane. That is just completely insane. And it's just sad. It's just sad. Okay, the young man was 28 years old. 28 years old, and he lost his life over chicken. Over chicken. Over chicken. Over chicken. Just sad, y'all. But we can make a change. This is me at the 2019 Atlanta Peachtree Road race. I had just finished running the race. 10K miles. Completed the whole thing nonstop. I ain't stopped to take a break. I kept running. At the age of 41, did that all off of a vegan diet. All off of the vegan. The vegan diet works. The vegan diet works. It works wonders. And if you're having problems in your life, I told you, here's what you need to do. You need to go on a whole plant-based fast. That will help you to cope with whatever difficulties that you're going on with your life. Use food as medicine. Use food as medicine. For the females out there, if you want to have nice skin, if you want to lose weight, if you want to have mental clarity, if you want your hair to grow, this is what you need to be on. Forget the sodas. Forget all that foolishness. Forget the artificial fake juices that you buy at the store. Get on the carrot juices. Get on the green juices. Get on the mango juices. If you want the real beauty, the beauty that lace fronts cannot give you, the real beauty. Sorry. I know a lot of us, we love to run and get our hair done. We love to go get the sew-ins. We love to go get our nails done. We love to go do all this artificial. Let me tell you something. Beauty comes from within. Beauty comes from within, people. Beauty comes from within. That's just what it is. If you can discipline yourself, because it's all about discipline at the end of the day. If you could discipline yourself to go for a day, start off with a day. You ain't got to like go hardcore like that. Then graduate to 2 days, 3 days, and then before you know it, a week of fruits and vegetables. And you'll start to see the difference. The proof is in the pudding, my friends. Let's see, brainism, thoughtism, you said fasting for 14 days and doing a total body cleansing program will clean out your organs, and drinking high pH water will open your third eye and increase your ESP for real. And I believe it. The benefits of fasting and detoxing, keeping that colon clean is, man, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Colon cleansing. Mackie J. Lozada, you said you should try the Dr. Sebi diet. You know, it's funny because I know that Dr. Sebi is very popular piece, but to be honest with you, before I even heard of Dr. Sebi, my journey started with the Uhuru movement with this veganism and black men that were from the islands. So the diets are really very similar. It's all the same in my book. It's raw fruits and vegetables. Raw fruits and vegetables is where it is. Okay. The more plants you eat, the better you off. Okay. Whether it be again, I'm gonna always be of the belief that raw foods is the most superior diet. That's just what I believe. I know that people got their own arguments about that, their own beliefs about that, the raw vegan versus the cooked vegan. In my humble opinion, and I am not a raw vegan, although that's my ultimate goal, but I believe that the raw vegan diet is superior. But if you cannot do the raw vegan diet, at least do the vegan diet. And it's simple, it's simply plants. That's all. People ask me what do I cook? I cook very simplistic meals. Extremely simplistic. It doesn't have to be all seasoned out and all, I mean, come on. We need to go retrain ourselves. We need to go and retrain ourselves on this food thing. Because it's what's got us all messed up, a lot of us. It's gotten so bad. So we have a young man who lost his life over chicken. All I'm saying is dark-skinned people, black people, at least consider changing up your diet. Consider, it will make you into better people. It will make you into more productive people. It will make you into more rational people, clear thinking people. Because obviously, Popeyes, the chicken and the food at Popeyes, the thinking was not rational. The behavior was not rational. The fights that I've seen break out in chicken restaurants are not rational. It's the behavior of irrational people, unbalanced people. And you can't tell me that the food they putting in their body is not a cause for that. No one can tell me that. So all I'm saying is retrain your brain and start off with just trying. Like I said, 1 day a week or 1 meal a day. You don't even have to start with 1 day a week. Start with 1 meal. Instead of getting up in the morning eating eggs and bacon and, oh my God, I would never, Lord. That stuff makes you sleepy and drowsy. And a lot of y'all wonder why you so sleepy after your lunch break or after your breakfast. Well, it's because of the heavy food you're eating. Oh my God. Instead of eating eggs and bacon and grits and sausage and all this heavy, some people even eat pork chops for breakfast. Instead of eating that, how about a banana? How about a big old banana, almond milk, coconut milk smoothie? How about as many apples as you can get down with some water? How about a big green juice? How about a berry smoothie? I promise you, you will have tons of energy. Do you know what I eat for breakfast every day? Nothing. Nothing. In terms of solid food, my food is some form of a liquid. And I have a lot of energy, a lot of physical energy. Okay? Instead of going to that fast food restaurant, getting them ribs and them chicken nuggets and that hamburger, how about a big fresh salad? Or better yet, how about, again, a big old smoothie? And see how you feel versus how your coworker feel when they be hollering about how tired they are. And, ooh, child, I'm so sleepy after they done been and rubbed their stomach out. See how your productivity goes up after lunch while your coworker's productivity goes down. I am telling you, it is in the food. Oh, my God. I think some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? All you have to do is try it. And the proof is in the pudding. If you try it out, you try the vegan diet, whether it be a raw vegan diet or a regular cooked vegan diet, I'll be shocked if you don't feel a difference in terms of a positive impact on your energy levels, on your skin, on your mental clarity. You're gonna feel a difference. Just try it. I challenge you to go to a black vegan restaurant and compare your experience in a black vegan restaurant as far as customer service versus a non-vegan restaurant. I challenge y'all to do this. If you think that what I'm saying is I'm up here, the dark skin activist is up here blowing smoke, and I'm up here just talking just to be running my mouth, and I don't know what I'm talking about, even though I lived a life, even though I've been running like for years and I never stopped, you know, go try it for yourself. Y'all don't have to listen to me. Go try it for yourself. And if you're feeling really courageous, go on a juice fast. Go on a juice fast. Get on the juices. Yes, Mackie J. Lazada, I ran. He said, do I run? Absolutely. This is me at the 2019 Atlanta Peachtree Road Race. Okay. I had just finished running a 10K. A 10K is 6 miles, nonstop, at the age of 41, doing my thing. And whenever I do my running, I go raw vegan. Usually it's fruitarian. And all that means is I just eat fruit and maybe a little bit of vegetable. But I find that I do the best when I'm on fruit because of all you just get more energy. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm going off how I feel. You get more energy off of fruit as far as I'm concerned. So I was having some of my staples was the mango, strawberries in the form of a smoothie, bananas, coconut milk, grapes, cherries, blueberries, kale. You know, those were some of my staples. The carrot juice, obviously, sweet tomatoes. You know, and the difference you're gonna feel. The difference you're gonna feel is just gonna be amazing when you cut out sodas. You know, I was constantly on water and green tea. I love green tea. I love green, and I don't put no sweetener in mine. I just drink mine straight. I know it's an acquired taste, but green tea is very, very good for you. You will have a lot of energy. You will feel better mentally. Okay. All I'm saying is try it. That's all I'm saying. I've been on my vegan shit for years. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going strong because it just does wonders for my life. And I ain't got to worry about pulling up in no fast food restaurant with people giving me a bad attitude, bad customer service, with people giving me cold food that's not fresh, with people giving me processed foods that's going to eventually take me out and make me have a horrible quality of life. You know, sometimes I see the city workers here in St. Petersburg, and it's just a really sad thing. I just want to walk up to them and tell them, hey, don't eat that. But they'll look at me probably like I'm crazy. But it's just so sad when I see the city of St. Petersburg workers up on their lunch breaks. They be flocking into these fast food restaurants. Some of them be having big, huge stomachs, out of shape, puffing and puffing, can barely make it. But you running up into these death houses because you got to get your fix, your drug, because that's what it is, drugs. You got to get your drug fix. And then you go back to work dragging, sluggish, could barely make it. You already catching hell. You probably already got some type of health problem, and you just trying to pull your way through your job to make it to retirement. But you out here on your lunch break instead of you. I would even venture to say it's better to go to Subway, because at least Subway, you can get a vegetarian sandwich. Okay, you can, at least you can get fresh fruits and fresh veggies, but they be all up in the chicken joints. They be all up in the burger joints. They be all up in the soul food joints, eating this bad food and wonder why they can barely make it on their job. Wonder why they want to fall asleep. Well, it's because you're not vegan. I'm sorry to tell you. Y'all can get upset. I don't care. It's because you're not vegan. You're causing your own problem. But guess what? You are the solution to the problem. I challenge each and every last one of you, when you go on your lunch break, instead of you running up in a fast food joint, I challenge you to make your own lunch, a vegan lunch. When my daughter is with me, Lauren, she'll tell you, I don't let her eat no school cafeteria food. My baby don't eat no. I make Lauren and she loves it. I make because I value my dark-skinned child. She is too good for this foolishness. I make Lauren, she has the peanut butter, she has some type of fruit, usually apple juice. She loves her apple juice, organic apple juice. Something that's vegan. And I didn't grow up like that. I was up. My mama didn't send me to school with no lunch. I was forced to eat the processed crap and have to undo years of damage to my body and my mind because my mother didn't have the knowledge to say, I'm not going to allow you to eat that crap. Don't allow your kid. That's why these kids be acting crazy, because they're busy eating horrific school lunches. Shout out to Michelle Obama, because she wanted to make a change in the school lunch policy. I will always love and respect her for that. Always. She stepped up to the plate, tried to change the game. Look at this foolishness. Look at this foolishness. The only thing that's on here that's worthy is the banana. That's it. Who in their right mind would allow their kid to eat this type of foolishness? Donut, chocolate milk, pudding. This is a bunch of foolishness. You can't tell me that this ain't foolishness. What are we doing to ourselves? Dark-skinned people, we got to do better. Dark-skinned people, we got to do better. Let me just go back here and let's look at what some vegan school lunches would look like versus the non-vegan. And they're very easy to do because I do it. My daughter will tell you every week. I do it for her every week. And it don't got to be all extravagant like this. I know some of y'all ain't going to go through all of this. It could be very simple. Sometimes I'll get Lauren the berries and the nuts. And I know they got cheese on here. I would exit that cheese out. But the hummus, different types of little things. It don't have to be. Sometimes it'll be a bunch of mangoes. She'll eat a bunch of mangoes. It doesn't have to be extravagant. But these are just some examples right here of what you could do. Granola. Granola is our friend. Vegan yogurts. Oh my God, I could go on and on. This is not hard to do, y'all. We got to change the game. We got to do better. Maca J Lazada, I have to disagree with you. Y'all saying that the vegan diet is expensive. It's not. Oh my God. It's not. I promise you, I've been a vegan for years and I ain't got no money like that. Explain to me, how am I able to do it? Beans and rice. People love to shit on beans and rice. Beans and rice is vegan. You can buy beans and rice in bulk. You can buy black rice. You can buy brown rice in bulk. Even if you want to do the regular white rice, I'd rather see you on that. It's not expensive. Go to the farmer's market. Go to places like Save-A-Lot, Walmart. I promise you, you're going to pay later on. You're going to pay later on, y'all. I promise you. You will pay later on in doctor bills and a lesser quality of life. And unfortunately, The most saddest thing, like this shit broke my heart, is this brother dying over a chicken sandwich, over people's addiction to this crap. That's really what it is. You're so addicted to this type of bad food that you're willing to go up and fight somebody and stab somebody over this chicken sandwich. This is insane. You pay for it with your life, literally. It's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. I want to remind you guys that I am working very hard to put together the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring my one-woman play, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, and other creative works. And I want to invite you guys to make a oh, there's my carrot juice. I love you, carrot juice. I love my carrot juice. Oh my God. Make a donation to help me expand the tour. Now, what you can do is you can go to my GoFundMe. The money is going to go towards expanding, like I said, the Dark Skin Activist Tour that features my creative works around only dark skin. You can go to my GoFundMe, and I'm going to go ahead and put these links in there. You can go to my PayPal, or you can go to my Cash App. Now, my PayPal email address is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And my Cash App is Rashidalala. I am in need of raising $1 million to expand the Dark Skin Activist Tour, which once again, the money goes towards things like a venue. I have to pay for all of that. I have to pay for the marketing. I have to pay for the travel. And once I get the money raised to lock in these things, I will go ahead and let you guys know where you can purchase your tickets, because the plan is to also have the show accessible to people from anywhere in the world through pay-per-view live stream. That's right. So the next show that I'm going to be doing is going to be pay-per-view live stream, where anybody anywhere in the world will be able to watch the show live from the comfort of your own home. So help me make this happen. I want to say shout out to my most recent donors, Queen Matt Girl. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you to everybody that's donated. Help make the Dark Skin Activist Tour go down with my $1 million End Darkism campaign. Make a donation today. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also hit the notification button, because some people, for whatever reason, they haven't been notified when I go live. But if you hit the notification bell, you will be able to see when I go live. All right. But most importantly, make a donation today to help me expand the Dark Skin Activist Tour. And I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch. And again, I want to encourage you to at least make an effort to try veganism. 1 meal a day. Start out with one. If you can start out with 1 meal a day and get your water, get your good water. Get your good. If you need to go get a filter, you can go to Walmart and get a filter. Cheap. You know, we got to do better. We this right here, it's got to go. This got to throw the shit out the window. It's got to go. It's got to go. The world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober. Every dark skinned person should go vegan.